to another kit review. I'm Military Kit Review and I'll be conducting the kit review today on behalf of Kitpest. So we're going to focus on a company called Aussie PEELBACK. It's a upcoming company. What I would say is it's a fantastic product, and from a price standpoint and in terms of how they've designed this kit, it's functional, it's robust and it's quality for money, given the fact of how much things are going to cost, and also looking out there and other brands that are out there, especially from a pinch point in price points, what you can get from, as an example, Warrior Assault Systems. You're going to get a lot more use out of this based on the kit like Warrior Assault Systems. But let's get into the review. So there are a few things that you can come across. We've got two style placards. The first style placard is the Spartan. Spartan's currently set up on the plate carrier to the left hand side, and I'll get into the details of that placard later on within the review. The next placard we've got is the Kangaroo placard. Now this is a very minimalistic design, very different to that of the Spartan placard, and like I said, we'll get into the differences and details of that within this review, but very minimalistic and really only designed to store 5.56 ammunition, something that you want small, limited weight, using the retention of the elastication to be able to place your magazines in there and use more of a quick reload placard, so to speak. Not something I've seen in terms of the design. I really like it, okay, and we'll get into that as we go through this review. You then work onto the elasticated pouches. These elasticated pouches here, they hold 5.56 magazines. Now Aussie PEELBACK do another two within their design, 9mm, 7.62, and again same style, black, velcroed, and that then goes within the Spartan pouch. Now it clearly isn't used within the Kangaroo pouch, only the Spartan pouch, but we'll come on to that later on when we break into that one. Okay, moving on to the envelope then. Envelope's a great little addition. One thing I like about this envelope is, as you can see, you've got a small bit of material there, velcro over side. With the envelope, it's placed on the inside of the Spartan pouch, and then the envelope itself that folds over is then connected over to the top end, as you can see there. Upon opening, you've now added extra storage, which I think is a fucking brilliant idea. Notebook and pen go on the inside, and then magazines, as we've just talked about, then now go on the inside of that Spartan pouch. So it's adding a little bit more utility to that pouch. Notebook and pen, everything's centered off within that plate carrier, so you haven't got to go anywhere extra to get into that. So again, a really good design. Right, let's talk price, because clearly from a price point, this is the area as to where we want to get into. So in terms of the Spartan pouch, you're talking about £115 for the Spartan pouch. The Kangaroo pouch, $54.99. Given the elastication and the minimalistic design on that, I think that's a really good price point. And again, the material is bob on. Really good material, design and the use and the way it's been put together, I think it's an absolute steal. And if I was Aussie PEELBACK, I'll be honest with you, I'll be putting up the price. You're then working on to the 5.56 inserts, and this is just for the 5.56 inserts, $29.99. Again, there are other products and other brands on the market that are more expensive and charge more money for things such as this, whether that be Ferro Concepts as an example, and ultimately all it is an elasticated pouch with Velcro on that then goes in there. So in relation to that, not bad at all. So for those of you out there, you're going to be looking at potentially of purchasing the Spartan and the 5.56 inserts. Combined total, you're talking $144.99, and you're good to go with a complete setup. Bear in mind, you've got your male clips. Okay, these female clips now have got their clippings, 2 spares and 2 straight away to be able to go onto the plate carrier. Not clearly as simple as that. We then need to go on to having a placard itself with Molly on there. There will be another review of me talking about a full setup. If you'd like to see this, a full combined setup on the price, okay, we're talking Spartan, we're talking 5.56, 7.62, 9mm, whatever you want to see, okay, in relation to setting this up and how much it's going to cost, let me know. Kitpest sells all of this in its combined, and I can give you a full price breakdown and how easy it is to set it up on that plate carrier on a future review. Let me know down in the comments. Again, with the envelope, I would absolutely look at using this. I'll be honest with you, the majority of the things that I carry are normally carried waterproofed in the bottom left hand of my pocket. Again, this could be a nice setup for those commanders out there. You want to remain all your commanders, your notebooks and pens. You want to place that away within the centre point of your plate carrier. That's more than likely where you're going to be manoeuvring. It's there for you to be able to use. I'd look at taking that setup 100%. Okay, let's move on then to the Spartan pouch. You can see I've got one set up here now. We're just going to talk roughly through why I think it's absolutely value for money. Clearly, we know we've got to purchase this, so I'll just take the magazines out for now, and we'll go on to the relevant bits and pieces. So, working from my left, your right, you can see that there's elastication points on either side. And as you can see there, I've placed in a 9mm magazine there. Quick release magazine. I'm going to that early doors. On the left hand side, it takes it and it retains it. It's very strong. So that, again, really good to use. One thing I would say, like everything with elasticated pouches, there's a lifetime on elasticated pouches. This has been used now for predominantly the past 1 year, and as you can see, you're starting to see wear and tear. You're going to get this with all the top brands. Blue Force gear, after a while the Blue Force elastication starts to go, starts to snag, starts to lose its colour. So don't be worried too much about that in relation to what you're seeing here. You've then got the sides, you've got more elastication, you can place pens down there, again that can be lanyarded off, and you can place torches, as you can see from what I've got on the right hand side here, but smaller version torches onto here. You've then got smaller material there, those could be good lashing points, as you can see here, nice lashing points for you to be able to place on, or you could then place a little small tourniquet holder. But I'm jumping forward here because you've got a nice tourniquet holder here at the bottom that's elasticated, but at the same time you could also look at putting an emergency care bandage at the bottom. Moving on to the bottom here, you've then got a nice little zip. Now this pouch is quite small. At first I looked at this and I thought, yeah, that's crazy. I mean, what would you put in there? So I've had a little play, you know. Pens, pencils, it kind of works. The way the pouch is designed, there's a lip on it, so therefore clearly nothing's going to come out unless you're properly packing down with that. You could also put small batteries in there. As you can see from here, if you're operating a GPS, you know, you could have a couple of batteries in the bottom of that zip that are waterproofed in there that allows you to get to them with easy access. The zips, again, they're not, you know, massively expensive, but the pouch itself isn't massively expensive. They do the job. There's absolutely no issues with the zip whatsoever. In terms of the design with the multicam, good use of multicam throughout. Again, that just adds and aids with the looks. There's also a molly point on the front, so you'll be able to molly or attach things that incorporate the molly attachment. As you can see here, we've got an iTac holder in terms of phone wise, so you know that then allows us to be able to place some form of communications in terms of phones on the front, but allows other things such as another admin pouch if you wanted to place it on there. All in all, there's a lot going on with this pouch, I would admit that, but at the same time I think what's going on with this pouch absolutely works. And for somebody that's after a minimalistic design, something that is very small as well. You know, if you look at terms of magazines that are going in there, which I'll place in there now, you can see that actually, if I was in the prone position, there are companies out there, and I'm not going to name these companies, but they have admin style pouches on the front, and it's massive. If you look at that, it's not that big. Therefore, it's not going to bring me off the ground that much when I'm in the prone position and in the fire position. So it's quite small. It's everything I'd want as a dismounted close combat soldier. More to add, if I was in an armoured infantry style battalion, mechanised, again, it's that small as well. So food for thought. Okay, what we're going to move on to now is the Kangaroo pouch. I'm going to place the magazine in there just to show you the ease of especially having this type of style of design. But again, there's nothing to it. There's elasticated points for each magazine. Clearly you can get a triple on this one as the example, but it's not just 5.56 magazines that you can place in here. You could place a smoke in here. Again, it just gives you a flavour of the style of things that you can place in here should you need to. I could even say you could actually place a 6-bang in here, but that's what you're looking. That's the style of the type of design. Again, very minimalistic, and the beauty of this is, if we're looking at the pouch and that's on the plate carrier, there's nothing to it. Stylish, but at the same time, it's functional. What I need is to place 3 magazines on the front of there, and it's good to go. So, again, for something as simple and a price point, I think that's a bit of a steal, that, to be fair, based on the price. And materials robust. The stitching as well, again, all bang on. No issues with the stitching. Haven't seen any issues in relation to the pouches whatsoever. Again, so it's, from a price point, again, really good. Okay, as always, should you have any comments in relation to any part of the reviews that we've done on this kit, please don't hesitate to get in touch down below within the comments. There is going to be more of Aussie Peelback reviews that they're going to be coming out within the future. Look forward to the next review, which is going to be the Cummerbund. Again, a fantastic bit of kit. There's going to be other style setups to aid and also to give people more advice in relation to what Aussie Peelback is. Kitpest is extremely conscious that a lot of people don't know what Aussie Peelback is, but what I would say is Aussie Peelback is a budget kit, but in terms of the style, in terms of the quality of it, it's not budget. It's budget from a price point, but quality, it's a good bit of kit. And I'd absolutely recommend people purchasing it 100%. Please get your comments down below within the comments box, and anything else that you'd like to see in terms of comments or reviews, please place them in there, and we look forward to see you on the next review. Take care.